Nation, Gabe.
Nick, back together again.
And we're here for another installment of R3 Wickets. Man, right now this is match number 4, IPL 2021 season, and we're doing R3 Wickets for the Kings 11. I keep doing it, man. It's you know what they the views of CFA Nation, because I'm gonna sue because they're like, it's Punjab Kings, Gabe. We told you 10 times.
Don't expect accurate information.
Yeah, don't expect accurate information. We're gonna hit your disclaimer right at the beginning. But Punjab Kings, all right, Punjab Kings, and my pick for the wooden spoon, right? The team I thought was terrible, the Rajasthan Royals. Nick, how are you today, my friend?
I'm doing great. We streamed the first part of the match. You were able to get a few more overs than I was. I saw the final score, and then it took me a little while to realize 200, like absolutely insane. This high-scoring match. I know it's there in Mumbai. I'm not going to try to say that name because I'm going to say it wrong. But we had a high-scoring match. This is like torture for someone like bowling like Gabe. We're going to go ahead and jump right into what we liked. I'm going to go over what I liked in the Rajasthan team. Gabe's going to go over Punjab Kings. And there was a lot to like. There was a lot to kind of look away. But I mean, this does not make me happy just because Gabe had said this guy concerned him, just because Gabe said he wasn't able to. But Sanju Samson, 119, right? He's already in first place for the orange cap. You get 100 in an IPL match. You're doing some things right. I think last year the only guys to do it, Chris Gale came so close. Only guys to do it were Dewan and KR Rahul, who won the orange cap. KR Rahul didn't do so bad. I'm not sure you mentioned him, but he didn't do so bad. But Sanju Samson, I did not get a chance to see his inning. I'm going to go back and watch the highlights. But when you get 119 runs, you're doing something right. And this guy, I'm so proud of him because not only was he able to get the runs, and I love the runs, a strike rate of almost 190 with his 12 fours and his 7 sixes, 19 boundaries. This guy feasted like he was at a buffet. But the fact that this was his first game as captain, there was a little debate. I won't get into it. A little debate about how he was going to do. But this guy led his team, and that's what you got to do. You got to lead your team, especially when the two guys in front of you combine for a dozen, for crying out loud. This guy led his team.
What did I like? Okay, so on the Kings 11, I got to say, I like the offense because it was an offensive day. Both these teams put up 200 runs. This was when you see 220, what was it? 226 or something like that. It was
221,
insane.
217.
221, 217. It was insane, all right? KR Rahul, 91 on 50. He ended the arguments of some people saying, hey, he just plays for the strike.
I was going to say, how is that strike rate?
182 strike rate. KR Rahul held court. I do not want to hear Chris Gale is old. I don't care if he's 1,000 years old. Roll him out there, cousin. He'll be out there. Hold on. And still pumping it. The universe balls. 40 on 28, 155 strike rate. And finally, I had a little crawl on this one. Deepak Huda. When he came in, I'm like, where's Paran? Where's Nicholas Paran? Deepak Huda held court, cousin. Oh, man, 64 on 28. Nick, 228 strike rate. Here's my favorite part, all right? He had 78, almost 80% boundaries, cousin. My man, 80% boundaries. 6 sixes. 6 sixes. Not all in the same inning. He didn't do a Pollard, but still, that's impressive. The offense was amazing. The bowling, I gotta say, I'm impressed with Muhammad Shami because when everybody was getting pumped out there today, my man Muhammad Shami, 4 overs, 33 runs, 2 wickets, an 820 economy rate, and Ardeep Singh, who had a huge wicket there at the end in the death overs, a huge death overs when everybody was getting pumped. 4 overs, 35 runs, and 3 wickets. But man, that's what I like. Nick, what did you dislike?
You hit the nail on the head with everything you said, but especially about Singh. 4-run difference, and he gets a wicket. I was going crazy when Wilkes got the wicket on the last ball against Sam Curran, but that didn't matter. 4 runs he got. That guy was a boss. What did I dislike? Oh, man. You know I love Tawadia. I love him so much that it made no sense for me to start him, and I still started him today in Dream 11. This guy who didn't get destroyed today, right? Who didn't get destroyed? What was it, the Royal side that used like 8 different bowlers, for crying out loud? 2 overs, 25 runs. And then on the batting side, he got just a few runs. It might have been a mirage what happened last year with that amazing performance and those wickets or whatever, but he wasn't able to show up, and I love to watch. This is not me crushing him. I just was not happy with the performance on both sides. But so far, the all-rounders, for the most part, besides Captain England, so far the all-rounders have not been able to, establish themselves for the most part. Also, I'm going to throw in real quick Ben Stokes. He had a big drop early on. He was able to redeem that by getting a wicket. Huge drop early on. He had a great catch after that. You make the great catch, you can't take the other catch. And then he went down, and I'm not going to steal any thunder, Gabe, but a duck. This guy was my vice captain. He hurt me in so many ways. He went number 2. The Royals, you lost by 4 runs. You're telling me you couldn't help get a better performance from Ben Stokes, number 2? I did not like that. Love Ben Stokes. Did not like that.
What did I dislike? And I'm with you, cousin. It's the bowling. The bowling was atrocious, okay? Jai Richardson, Riley Meredith, okay? These guys combined for like 100 runs. 55 runs for Jai Richardson. All right, 49 runs for Riley Meredith. This is their new buys. Yum. They got destroyed out there. This is how the teams are going to fix their problems? Really? Bro, they were trash. Absolutely trash. If you're a Kings fan, you're concerned because you got the same problems you got last year. And I'm going to talk about that when I talk about what I learned. But all I got to say is the defense. All these drops are killing me, Nick. They're absolutely killing me. Your boy Samson got dropped twice, by the way. All right, because I went back watch the replay of the second innings, got dropped twice. That's what happens. I'm not going to say that's the only reason he got his high score because K.O. Raul got dropped. So did the Universe Boss. So did Deepak Huda. But the defense is atrocious. Oh, my gosh. But that's what I dislike. Nick, what did you learn, my friend?
Oh, I love this part of our R3 Wickets. What I learned was a man named Shaitan Sakurai. I know I butchered that name. This guy, I love his story. I looked up his story, okay? This guy's young. This guy, he basically self-taught cricket player. He didn't get his first coaching until he was 16 from what I saw. Tennis cricket, teaching himself how to do stuff. Eventually, he was able to get accepted to a training school, and the name's going to escape me right now. I don't want to say the wrong name, but by a professional cricketer. It's driving me crazy. I can't think of it right now because I just did the research on this. This guy, this is his first year in the IPL, and he was the opening bowler in the opening partnership. And what did he do? I'm sorry. What did he do in his first match? 3 wickets taken. He had that no ball, which sucked. 3 wickets taken. The lowest economy rate besides Parag, but he only went 1 over. Lowest economy rate for the Royals. Oh, and lowest economy rate for the day. This guy is a young guy. This guy was playing in the Ranji Trophy series not too long ago. But this guy, and that's where he got noticed because he was playing so well there. I love this guy's story. Absolutely love it. I'm assuming he qualifies for the Emerging Player of the Award. I wish I can go back in time and change that. But I learned that the Royals, who we all said 8th place, I actually said 7th, right? CSK right below them, but still pretty close, neck and neck. I know, neck and neck. This guy might make a huge difference. This guy might make it. And this is the last thing I'm going to say about what I learned about the Royals. Yes, they're not a fantastic team, in my opinion, but don't be surprised. I'm just saying, don't be surprised. Ben Stokes doesn't go out for a duck. They win this first match. And the Kings, the bowling was atrocious. They had a great performance by Shami, right? But the Kings are a good squad. The Royals, you cannot allow those mistakes. You had your captain give his entire heart out there. You can't allow that duck. But this guy, Shaitan, was a man amongst boys, literally.
You know what? I love that. And the only thing I'm going to add to that, Nick, is he got my boy Nicholas Perron. That's how come I was not upset. I did not complain because it was an unbelievable catch. Perron just walked. He was like, how? It was a wide that he tried to go and revert, like, almost patted backwards. He flew in the air to catch that ball. So a tip to the cat, man.
And not just that, but to that point, his emotion when they got the catch on Mayank, that they were saying, the reporters were saying that he was swearing on the field. He was like, yeah, let's go. I love the emotion.
I do. And that's a really, really good highlight by you there. What did I learn? I learned that if you're a Kings fan, you better be nervous. The Kings did not fix their problems at all last year. And what did I mean by that? Last year, the Kings were chased down 5 times. Five times. You know how Nick likes to say 5 times, okay? Matter of fact, the Kings last year also got beat by the same squad, the Royals, who chased them down in the death overs, all right, Nick? Today, they gave up 63 runs in the death overs. 63 runs, I repeat. They had one over where they gave up, I'm sorry, I wrote it down here. It was the 18th over, they gave up 19 runs, and the 16th over gave up 20 runs. You can't do that. They got the same problem. And these are the guys that they brought in. Jai Richardson, this is the guys they brought. Riley Meredith, they sat down Chris Jordan. They don't have death bowling specialists. If it wasn't for Ardeep Singh, you're absolutely right. They absolutely win because he had in that last over 8 runs, and it was a huge wicket. If not, they lose this game. If you're a Kings fan, you're going to go through more of the same. You put up the biggest score this year, and it almost comes down to a super over. Kings, you have not fixed your problems. You should still be worried. So, guys, we're going to start something new where it's the mush. All right, the mush. And, wait to the end. All right, who's Gabe gonna mush for the next opening? Who made me eat crow for this last game? Ben Stokes. The guy I gave you guys and said, this is my fantasy pick. 0 from Ben Stokes. You can't make this up right now. It's unbelievable, Nick. And then on top of that, he also puts down, I think he put down the Universe Boss, right? It was either the Universe Boss or KO Raul. Either one of them he dropped. He played horribly today. Ben Stokes killed me. So, I'm going to eat crow on that because I put him as my fantasy performer. Nick, did anyone make you eat crow?
Well, the 2 guys I picked the day before that did not do good at all. I picked Ben Stokes as well, Tawadia. Shah Rukh Khan didn't even get a sniff for crying out loud too much, so I got destroyed on that. As far as tomorrow, I'm still going to go for it, right? I'm saying look out for Rohit Sharma. Look out for Chakravarti. We got, in my opinion, the preview of the finals match for the 2021 season. KKR versus Mumbai. I think KKR is going to edge them out in the finals, but not in this match. I got Mumbai in this match coming up. And let me just say real quick, to your point earlier, they got 8 runs the final 2 overs in the death. The Royals did. 8 runs. You imagine 16 the last 2 overs? That's how close it was. Punjab, they squeaked by. But they couldn't squeak by last year, so maybe this is, bodes well for them.
So, my fantasy prediction for tomorrow. Oh, here goes everybody right now. Hundreds of people right now nervous, biting on their nails. Bro, I got to do it. Bro. I am going, and I'm calling for it right now. Bumrah gets at least 3 wickets. Bumrah owns, and I hate saying owns, but he owns. I'm telling you. He said, no, I don't want Bumrah now. Bro, Bumrah owns Addison Russell. He got him 3 times last year. And by the way, both Mumbai KKR games were won by Mumbai last year. I mean, Bumrah held court. I'm going with Bumrah. He had the lowest economy rate last year between both teams. So that's my pick. Hopefully, I don't mush Bumrah too.
Who's winning tomorrow?
Mumbai.
I love it. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know what we missed. Let us know one of the many things that we made errors on. And let us know what your thoughts are below. Tell us who you got going on tomorrow. If you're willing to share those secrets, let us know your thoughts. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time.
That's 6 runs.